Hey guys, what is up? CSGN back again with more Madden 22 news, I suppose I could call it. Here today, and once again, today was the day of the Gridiron Notes for Face of the Franchise, which is Madden's version of career mode. And once again, I just think we sort of just get what we don't want here. You know, they do the story thing and they do all these cut scenes, and I get that 2K does it and you want to sort of, for whatever reason, have the equivalent of it, but I feel like, even now, I think 2K's career mode, I don't think it's something that is worth replicating. I don't think. That mode is purely made, it's just a vessel, I think, to get people to grind badges and things like that for the park mode and things like that. It's not really designed to be a career mode anymore. And you guys can keep trying with the yard. I think one of the things in here is the class progression system. All four positions, which is quarterback, wide receiver, halfback, and linebacker. They have this thing where you have classes with quarterbacks. You get the general, the magician, light speed. With wide receivers, you get moonshot, pathfinder, lucky sevens. For halfback, you get the shadow, juggernaut, double agent. They just have these little cute names, and they're just basically archetypes that you put points into, and you progress with that. Not really what anyone wants, I don't think. And I wonder if this is the last year of this mode with NCAA coming back. I believe next year. Is there going to be a want for this type of mode? Really? I mean, I don't know if the yard is a mode that people are interested in all that much. I think it's one of those things that where they're trying to sell like the points so you can buy the helmets and stuff. Put that into MUT. Like, make those customization features part of MUT. If you want to have a casual 3v3 or whatever type of mode you want to have that's Superstar KO. You're never going to be able to really, I think, reproduce a proper my player type mode in Madden. I just don't think you can. And it feels like, again, this is just an extension of that. And it's just not really interested in that. Here they have class rewards. Along with X Factor and Superstar abilities, leveling up classes not only earns you skill points to boost your overall and skill ratings, but you can earn cred and rep and exclusive gear for the yard to make your avatar shine brighter. Why is there this assumption that anyone that really wants to play this mode wants to play the yard? I just don't think that's the case. We continue on here. Earn class rep by competing on the field. Everything you do matters to how quickly you level up your class to earn rewards quicker. Padding your stats go a long way. Complete special actions to earn you even more rep. Begin leveling your classes inside RTDD when starting Face of the Franchise, and continue to build your avatar throughout your rookie season in the NFL and beyond. Strive to become one of the greatest at your position. With our unified class progression, you can also take your class into the yard to level up even more. We'll have more details on exclusive yard classes soon. So, yeah, it just sort of feels like this mode is more designed, I think, as a funnel for the yard, I think. And I think that's really the problem, is that I think anyone that talks about how they want a career mode and they point to 2K, I think you should be pointing to 2K, honestly, probably a little bit before, 2K before like 2K 17, 18, I think. 'Cause I feel like my career has just sort of gone downhill since the introduction of the neighborhood, and I think I might do a video on that, actually. But I think the concept of the neighborhood, personally, in my opinion, a little quick trend, I think that's killed my career. Now it's more about getting you into the virtual world to buy clothes and stuff. I think that's more what that mode has turned into. But for this, I don't know. I'm not really all that interested in it. I just don't. I really don't like this. And we'll get right into it. Road to the draft here. In Madden 22's new Road to the Draft, you're a generational prospect. Once again, it's not what I want. I don't like. It's not a career mode. It's really a glorified story mode, and I'm just not a fan of that. I think that's not what anyone wants. We don't want a story mode that's a bunch of predetermined outcomes for us. That's crafted to a storyline. We want a career mode where we play games and that sort of stuff. We don't need a complicated story mode and things like that with cutscenes. We just don't need that. The career mode begins with the chance to train with and compete against some of the best players in the NFL at the Nike headquarters. Along the way, you're given the opportunity to prove your draft stock via the college football playoff, NFL team interviews, and private workouts with select teams. Build your brand by taking part in events that are exclusive to top prospects and pros. Additionally, you have a chance to meet and interact with a diverse cast of characters who are both invested in your success and their own individual quests for greatness. Why do I care? I'm playing a football game. I don't care about other people. I'm playing a football game. What are we doing here? You'll learn that managing your time and obligations is a big part of stardom early on. When your invite to a Hawaiian charity game conflicts with a Nike-sponsored exhibition match in the heart of NYC, the choice is down to you. Depending on your pick, you'll travel to a unique venue, line up alongside distinct cast of NFL stars and some yard-inspired 6v6 Iron Man football. Once you've overcome your chosen challenge, you'll get different rewards and opportunities in the aftermath, giving you good reason to come back and play through again. No, it's not. It's not. That is not a real choice, EA. That is not an interesting choice. Like, do I go to the Hawaiian charity game, or do I go to the Nike thing? Boy, big decisions. That's really not going to impact my career. And no, it doesn't make me want to play through the mode again. What is this? And then we get this again. From flashback games at the height of your college football career to interviews with prospective NFL teams, your words and actions on and off the field will drive your draft stock. There's no doubt you're a top pick, but competition at the upper echelons is fierce. Show you have what it takes to go as high as you can. Who cares? Who cares? I guess is my response to this sort of stuff. Just give me the combine. Just let me do the Wonderlic test. Pick your parents for your stat boost and things like that, and let's just call it a day and get right into the career mode. Why do we need all this extra stuff? I just don't. I hope this mode gets reworked next year. Who knows if it will? But I want this to be the last year of this sort of story mode thing, this quasi story career mode. To me, it doesn't work. Another thing in here, they have podcasts, so I'm thinking sort of like I almost said Bruce Buffer. I believe Mark Bruno show. There's podcasts beginning Road to the Draft with the Rich Eisen show, and continuing the NFL with two more hosts, Kevin Connors and Nia Polanco from our fictional cast. This might be cool, but once again, if it's like a story mode, it's probably going to be like really sort of crafted to certain narratives and things like that. But either way, I think that's kind of cool. Reminds me of the thing for Road to Glory with Aaron Andrews. Those things were kind of cool to watch when you were playing through your college career back in the day on NCAA football. And then they add the season engine. Is at the heart of this year's career mode is enhanced season engine. Start the week by completing side activity to earn buffs for the week ahead, then play through various weekly storylines that set up new challenges and gameplay moments while affecting other scenarios throughout the season. You'll take on different challenges based on how you and your team perform throughout each season. Getting off to a fast start on the season comes with the expectation to keep the win streak alive. Maybe you had a soft schedule to start and need to prove to the league that you and your team are legit contenders by defeating one of the NFL's top teams, or even more scenarios to experience and face the franchise all depend on how you and your team are performing. There will be dozens of scenarios that can trigger, all based on your position, team, and weekly performance. So just sort of similar to how it was last year, I think. And once again, not something I'm wondering again, is this mode still sort of in a situation where you don't actually play all 17 games throughout a season? It's like you play one game and then you sim a little bit, and then, oh, here's the scenario, you got to get 5 tackles or something like that in this game to prove that you're back healthy from your injury. Things like that. Just, I'm not interested in this sort of mode, I don't think. What else do they have in here? They have side activities that give you buffs to your player and possibly your team. Here are 3 examples they have. They have a fan meet and greet, plus 100 cred and plus 20 morale for the entire team from 1 week. Team film study, which you should always be doing if you're an NFL player. 100 rep, 100 XP for the entire team. That's not a lot of XP, honestly. Weight training with the O-line, rare. Plus 3 strength for the entire O-line permanently. So you just pick the one that gives you those permanent boosts, honestly. Those are the ones that you want to get. They say each option offers its own unique benefits. Yeah, some of these are just stupid, like morale. Like, I don't really know how much morale affects in the game that much. I don't really think it does much. So who really cares? And then they ended off here with pressure moments. Throughout your career, you'll be dropped into some unique scenarios like bouncing back from a slow start to your season. This is similar to what we've already read before. Or having to make a comeback after a lightning storm delays the game. Come on, guys. Come on. Pressure moments are intended to give you an immersive experience while facing challenges and situations that NFL athletes deal with throughout a season. We also enhanced the presentation. If you're playing on an Xbox Series XS or PS5, you'll get the added feature of dynamic game day integrated into pressure moments, which are basically just like X Factors for the stadiums. So there is face of the franchise again. Once again, just not enough, I think, to justify the existence of this mode. There has to be a reason to justify why the mode is the way it is, I think. And I think right now it's just we're not actually getting that. We're not actually getting a justification for this career mode, but not really career mode. More story mode, but not really that much of a story mode type of thing. I feel like they took the criticisms a lot of us had for Long Shot and said, okay, well, we'll just expand it out. And it's like, we don't, Long Shot was cool for 1 year, but we want a career mode back in this game. So I think that's something else that I think they did a good job on franchise mode this year. And I think they're going to continue to do a really good job on franchise mode, hopefully going forward. But this game needs a proper career mode, I think, really for Madden to, I think, take that next step and be a truly great football game. And hopefully we can see that in the future. Personally, I'm not really excited for it. This might be something you play through once and sort of forget, because it sounds like that's sort of what you're going to be able to do. It doesn't sound like you're probably going to play all 17 games. There was no real mention of that, of you playing through all 17 games. Maybe once you come to the end of the story, you get the option to go into like normal, player lot control career mode that they've had for years that has no depth to it, the part of the game mode that they actually need to improve on. You probably get that option. You can probably play that for a bit if you want. So there it is. Those are my thoughts on the Madden 22 face of the franchise, the deep dive they gave us today. Not a big fan of it. What do you guys think? Leave a like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. And follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram and all other good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.